Outdoors bound tonight. A lot of us were snowed in this week, at least for a few days. Some of us still aren't able to get out and about. WFXR News' George Noliff says there's a silver lining to all of this, and it just might lead to you having greater success when you go hunting or even fishing later on this year.
You'd rather be doing this . But instead, you're doing this. Hey, how y'all doing? Welcome to my kitchen, or as I like to call it, my home office. I'm stuck inside like a lot of you because of the pandemic and because of the snowstorm, but it doesn't mean we can't put that downtime to good use. In fact, we can use it to give ourselves an advantage once we get back out there to go hunting or fishing. Come on over here, I'll show you what I mean. My wife Kim's helping me out on the camera right now. One of the things you can do is get online and start studying aerial maps, topographic maps. You can look at places on these maps that might hold fish. You're looking for points, for structure. You can zoom in on these things. You can take a closer look at areas that might hold fish. The other thing you can do is take a look at some topographic maps. When you're hunting, you can look for places on here that might hold game, or we're looking at places that would look like funnel points. The other thing is you go back to these aerial photograph maps, and you can also see other areas that might benefit you. And I'm going to explain how that's going to work here in just a second. The other thing that we want to look at right now is information available on the internet. Okay, so VDWR, we're lucky because VDWR, Virginia Department of Wildlife Resources, has a ton of info. I mean, we're talking about hunting, we're talking about fishing, just anything you need to know. You've got locations you can go to, you've got species, you've got regulations that you can do. The other thing that you might be able to do is actually book a trip for later. You get on here, you can take a look at some of these lodge sites, guide sites, lake sites, fishing sites. You've got Facebook pages dedicated to certain types of fishing or hunting, and you get on there and you can talk with people. The other good thing about this time of year is guides are looking for business, and you may get a break on the price. So if you're looking at booking something, now may be the time to do it. But I also understand that you want to get back out there. And hey, I get it. So you take the info you get from those topo maps, from those aerial maps, especially if you're hunting, and you can go out and you can find places that you are wanting to hunt, and with no leaves, no cover, you've got clear view. You can look for licks and rubs, bedding spots, trails, places where you might want to set up a blind next year, places where the game you're after, turkey, bear, deer, are going to be. The other thing too, you can do some hunting this time of year. Small game, grouse, squirrel, rabbit. Check the local regulations though, because there are going to be differences depending on your location. Fishing's also an option. Trout, walleye, striped bass, all still hitting this time of year. You gotta adjust to the situation, but you can still get those. So the key to all of this is don't use this as just downtime. Use this to take advantage of things that you can find to help give yourself a boost the next time you go out hunting or fishing.